practice. And that was, kind of instigated by the practice that Swan led about the horse that she experienced during a retreat, the interaction there, and also Tracy's share about saying we are all the horses in this video that I'm going to show. And it took me about a day to fully realize what she meant by that. But I'll set a longer field after we watch the video, but just for now, if we could drop into our Mingjue states, surrendering to the field, going beyond personalities, likes, dislikes, and connecting with all the baby hearts in the pure consciousness field. And setting an intention, a gentle intention to devote this practice to the world. And I'll play this video that Teacher Wei shared. And if we could just try and experience it in Mingjue.
Elizabeth, we don't hear the sound, but I guess it's.
You don't hear the sound?
You have to share sound. Did you do that?
No. Okay. I see screen sharing.
I don't hear you, unfortunately. How weird. Is it me? Did anyone else hear it?
No.
You can't hear me?
You're very soft for me.
Yes, it's very faint.
You can stop sharing, start it again. That may work. But during the share, you need to share your sound.
Where do I get the sound share?
When you open up the share on my computer, it's on the right-hand sound side. It says computer sound share. Is that correct? It's your computer sound?
Yeah, but you do need to stop sharing and go back in.
Exactly. Let me see. I might be able to pull it up quicker than that. Let me see. Mm. 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 Mm.
Is there time for me to share something about the horses while you pull the video up, or were you going to do that after, Elizabeth?
I was going to do that after.
Okay.
All right, Elizabeth, I think I have it here if you want me to just share it.
I do.
Okay. Maybe. Mhm. Everyone sees it, see that?
Yes.
Got it?
Good. Right. Thank you, Irene.
You're welcome.
Can everybody see that? I just shared a quote from Dr. Peng. I don't know if anybody could see it. Oh, that's because I'm not screen share. Uh, let's see. This was the other quote that I wanted to share. to help us set an intention for the practice. If you want to be happy, you must work for the happiness of all people. If you only practice for yourself, the beautiful feeling will not be enough. But when you rise to a higher level, connect consciously with the world, and your attitude becomes, I practice for the world, your heart expands and your happiness rises to another level. And that is by Dr. Pong. So I wanted to open it up now to anyone who had a share relating to the horse video, or really practicing as a collective. If you've had any experience where that really resonated and you really felt like you were merged with the collective. And I think Stephanie had a share with about the horses.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. On, I think it was Sunday night when Teacher Wei played that video for us again. And my family had driven up to New Jersey because my daughter was having surgery there. 3 years ago, she had a steel bar put in her chest because her sternum was disfigured, and it was pressing on her heart and her lungs and, compromising their ability to work. And this bar held the sternum off of them so that it could grow in a new shape, which takes about 3 years in someone her age. So we went up for them to remove the bar, and she had been a little nervous all week, and I was holding her in the field and letting her know about the field, and it was helping her a lot. But on Monday, as we were sitting in the waiting area for her to go back, I was so happy that Teacher Wei had shown us the video again, because I didn't have it on me, but I shared with her about the video. And that night after the surgery was over and she was recovering, she said that she really appreciated the video and the field around the video, because every time she was by herself feeling nervous as they were prepping her and, wheeling her in and various things, she thought of herself as the horse. And she said, I know I have all my horses circling around me. And I had told her about all of you holding her in the field, and there were several people that had reached out to let me know they were holding her in the field. And it just felt like so strong. I don't know the right words for it, but just that the field extends out to our loved ones. Of course, we know that, but to hear it and how it impacted her was really touching for me, and helped me feel that her recovery was going to be smooth. And there were a lot of really beautiful events around the surgery. I'll just share one because it was really touching, and it reminded me of the vastness of the field. I sometimes receive information from the field and from people that I identify as personalities in the field, like my mom. And she was there, and I could feel her in the room with Claire, a lot of my ancestors and angels in the room with Claire. And someone else texted me to say, is Claire in the surgery? Because I feel her in the room. She's surrounded by angels. And I said, yeah, I feel that too. And she's doing well. And while I was sitting there, I heard someone playing this beautiful harp in the waiting area, and I don't know, I had been there maybe 3 hours at that point, and was wondering how things were going. And one of the songs that she was playing was "You Are My Sunshine," which my mom always sang to me, and I just felt like it was my mom reaching through the field, even though I already heard from her, to say, "Yeah, it's me. You're right. I'm here." And then right after that, she played "Let It Be," and the fullness of the acceptance was just so strong. I was so overcome with gratitude. I just started crying in the room, and I guess I needed to cry also. And just the information I've received since about so many beings that are in the field with us in spirit form, and they're here, and we just have to ask them to help us, and they're in the field. They're the sages of the ages that we call in. And yeah, I just wanted to share that, and thank you for listening and observing what was a really special time for me and my family.
Allah. Thank you, Stephanie. That was beautiful. I'm glad your daughter felt surrounded and supported. Anyone else have a share? If you do, you can just unmute yourself. I have a couple shares about this, experiential shares, I guess. One was after I was I'm trying to get a local Qigong group started, and I went to a wholeness fair and gave out information about this practice, and I was looking for quotes and things that I could put on little flyers for people to give them a sense of what this practice is like. And I came across that one by Dr. Pong, and I decided to use it in my morning meditation. And it totally changed my morning meditation when I give gratitude for various aspects of my life and things that haven't happened yet. The joy was amplified. I didn't have a strong intention to do this. I just wanted to kind of experiment and see what would happen if I really opened to practicing for the entire world. And the level of joy that that produced was immense. And I realized then, okay, this is the level of practice that I need to do, not just because it amplifies my joy, but because it's pervasive, it reaches the entire world. And another experience I had was with the current threats to, retirement income and Social Security and Medicare and all these things. I started feeling kind of panicky, and what happened was I surrendered to the field, and what came back to me from the field was I was in solidarity with all the people that were experiencing the same thing or experiencing something even more dire. And I just felt this strong connection to them. I felt, this is the phrase that came to me, I am you. And so, for some reason, it didn't change the situation, but it changed my perspective and my uh, state of well-being. I felt this immense release. And I can't even explain to you why I felt that. Maybe it was just being in solidarity with all these other people. But I felt this spaciousness and uh, yeah, just a peace. So those are my shares. Okay.
So when I heard that you, Stephanie, were with the horses in the waiting room, that afternoon, Monday afternoon, I had a Chi Buddy meeting from about 12:30 to 1:30 or 2. It might have been even 12 with Tracy and Donna and Barb. And the focal point of our whole meeting together was that the horse movie. And there was so much expression of how powerful it was and how it had really transformed for many of us our feelings of being part of the herd and being supported. And it really brought up back vividly some memories of a year ago when I went and worked with a herd of 15 healing horses in Costa Rica. And what came back for me was one day, the experience I was having was my reference framework was feeling like everybody else had a horse in the herd, and I wasn't really connecting with any horse. And the leader of the herd started circling around us. And so all the horses began circling around us. And I was just standing in the middle of this amazing energy that was spiraling out the old reference framework. I journaled about this a lot at the time, and that it removed, it extricated all of these feelings of feeling alone and not part of my human herd or part of the horse herd there. And I had this sudden shift of feeling at one and at peace, and like the whole herd was, I was with the whole herd, and I was with my whole herd of humans there that were working with the horses, and we were just all one. And that movie was the same. It reignited that experience for me, and it was truly powerful. And so just wanted you to know that horse energy was in with that group of people. I don't know if it was at the same time. I wasn't sure what time the surgery was, but it was somewhere in the field of that. So all of that energy was swirling around at that time. And just wanted to share that with you because it was such a powerful time for you and for us too, for all of us. So thank you.
Well, if no one else has a share, I'll get started with the practice. Okay. So holding all the people that we mentioned at the beginning of this session in the field, and in our hearts. And also anyone whose name hasn't been shared but needs healing. Coming into Qigong posture, elongating the spine, feeling our feet rooted in the earth, connected to the earth energy, lifting the toes, opening the earth gates at the bottom of the feet. And inhaling beautiful earth energy up through the entire body. And out through by way. By way connects with the center of the galaxy. Breathing in this beautiful Huanyuan Qi through by way and into the entire body. Out through the soles of the feet. Feeling this powerful connection to the earth and the heavens. Feeling nourished by both. And setting our gentle intention to practice for the entire world. And then letting it go. Coming to Senji Palace, center of the head. Awakening our inner observer with the end sound. Mm. 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 Observing, connecting, saying the end sound 3 times softly. Mm. 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 And now 3 times silently. Our inner observer wakes up and becomes aware of itself. Bringing our attention to the inner space of the head. Shu. The inner space of the head becomes spacious. So we add the ah to the end of the she sound. Feel the inner space merging with the universe. Shu. No inside, no outside. Completely merged. We have this immensity of this energy in the universe to heal ourselves and the world. Our inner observer merges with the inner space of the neck. Shoo. This inner space becomes spacious, energy becomes finer and finer. All the cells become spacious. Shoo. Boundaries dissolve. Mingjue merges with the inner space of the shoulders. The upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, and hands. Mingjue merges with and transforms the center space. Shu. Feeling the transformation. Shu. We are one with the universe. Mingjue merges with the inner space of the chest. Shu. The inner space of the lungs open. The inner space of the breasts open. Inner space of the heart opens as we connect with all the other baby hearts in the pure consciousness field. Trust in this field of unconditional love. Be in this state of unconditional love. All the structures in the chest open. Receiving healing energy from the universe and the field. Shoo. Shio. Boundaries have dissolved. Observing the spaciousness. Mingjue merges with and transforms the inner space of the abdomen. Shu. The inner space of the liver and the gallbladder open. The inner space of the pancreas and the spleen open. The inner space of the digestive system opens. The inner space of the kidneys and the adrenals open. Releasing any stress. Releasing stress into the universe to be composted into positive energy. The inner space of the kidneys, the bladder and the reproductive system open. Digestive system opens. Releasing any toxins, any blockages. Shoo. Feel the transformation. Shoo. Merging into the universe. Trusting in the pure consciousness field. To heal, to support. Mingjue merges with the inner space of the spine. Shu. This inner space expands. Energy becomes finer and finer. Finer the energy, the more easily transformed it is. This inner space becomes spacious. Energy is flowing freely. Shu. Merging with the nourishing energy of the universe. Spine is filled with Mingjue peace. Mingjue merges with the inner space of the legs. Shoo. The hips, the thighs, knees, lower legs, ankles, feet are all perfectly merged with Mingjue. All blockages have dissolved. Shoo. Feel the transformation. Deeply observe. Feel. Feel. The entire energy body is merged with the universe. Pure Huan Chi. We are one. Raising a chi ball in front of lower dantian. Breathing into Mingmen inner palace. We open. Opening to spaciousness, healing, and the support of the field. Roll. Bringing all this energy inward. Open. As we close, perhaps boundaries having dissolved, this energy is going to heal the entirety. Open. Roll. Now, at your own pace for a few moments, relaxing the shoulders, the arms, and the hands. Coming to stillness, raising this beautiful chi ball to Huanyuan Palace. The solar plexus area, where the five organ energy and the emotional energy is housed. Open, releasing any blockages. Trusting in the field. Roll. Open. Roll. Open. Roll. Open. Roll. Surrendering to the field. Open and close at your own pace. Coming to stillness. raising the chi ball to middle dantian. Open. Roll. Open. Roll. Open. Releasing all blockages. Roll. And at your own pace. Coming to stillness and raising the chi ball to upper dantian. Open. Releasing. Close. Receiving. Open. Close. Open. Close. And at your own pace. Coming to stillness and just noticing the inner space of the four energy centers. Raising the hands to above the head. connecting with the center of the galaxy, pouring chi down through upper dantian, neck, middle dantian, lower dantian. Very slowly and mindfully, we'll stand to do some movement, staying in Mingjue. Of course, if you would rather sit, that is fine, or lay down and visualize movement, whatever your body needs. And bringing the hands up, palms facing upward to waist level, circling them back and holding the lower ribs. We'll do crane's head to activate the energy in the head and the neck. So tucking the chin in towards the back of the neck and gently raising the chin upward. And then fluidly moving the neck, moving the chin forward in a circle, gently towards the chest. And then again, moving the chin upward along the chest. Upward. And forward. Inward. And at your own pace. This movement should be done fluidly, gently, mindfully. Mingjue is in the head and the neck. After this next circulation, we'll come to neutral. Resting, noticing the inner space of the head and the neck. And we'll reverse the movement, tucking the chin in, moving it downward along the chest, drawing a circle outward, upward, lifting by way. Again, tucking the chin in and moving it downward to the center of the chest and then outward, upward, raising by way. and at your own pace. And coming to stillness, again noticing this inner space, the spaciousness. And releasing the hands to the sides, raising them to do chi level, arms straight. We'll do some Chen Chi, raising the fingers, sliding the shoulder blades together, and then pushing out with the palms of our hands. Feeling all those energy points in the fingers, pulling in energy through the channels in the arms, into middle dantian, and then throughout the entire body. And into the universe. Relax. Coming to stillness, just noticing the inner space of the arms. Maybe just the general area of the arms since our boundaries have dissolved. Middle dantian. Lowering the hands slowly and arms. Doing a few shoulder rolls. Stepping on chi, feet to shoulder width. Raising the palms to the waist. Palms facing upward and circling them again to the back. Fingers and thumbs touching the lowest ribs. Squatting down slightly. We'll do some hip rotations. These can also be done seated, or you can visualize them. Tilting the pelvis forward, to the left, up in the back, and to the right, forward, left, back, right. Creating circles between our ankles. The coccyx leads this movement. Mingjue is in lower dantian. Feeling the spaciousness. Slowing down the movement. And coming to center, we'll reverse the movement. So tilting the pelvis forward to the left, up in the back, to the right. Energy is flowing freely. Relax. And coming to stillness in the center. Breathing in, we tilt the pelvis forward. Breathing out, the pelvis goes back and up. Let the breath pull the pelvis forward. Exhaling back, forward, backward. And coming to center, lifting by way, releasing the hands and the arms to the side. We'll do some big circulation. So pushing a chi ball forward, holding this beautiful chi ball in our hands and our arms, raising this chi ball upward to above the head, connecting with the center of the galaxy, pouring this beautiful chi downward through upper dantian. Mingjue love is pouring through upper dantian. Mingjue love pours through the neck. Mingjue love fills the inner space of the chest, the arms. Mingjue love pours through lower dantian. Bow Bahari. Pouring Mingjue love through the hips and the legs. All the way into the center of the earth. Holding this beautiful chi ball in the center of the earth, palms facing each other. Expand. Raise this beautiful chi ball up. To the center of the galaxy, breathing in gently and holding the breath. Exhaling and pouring this beautiful energy down through upper dantian. All blockages have dissolved. The neck, everything is clean and clear. Middle dantian. Blockages have dissolved. Energy is flowing freely. Lower dantian. All the blockages have dissolved. Bringing this energy through the legs, the hips. All energy blockages have dissolved. Holding a chi ball in the center of the earth. Expand. Raising this chi ball up to the center of the galaxy. Breathing in, holding the breath. Exhaling, pouring this beautiful chi down through upper dantian. The neck, middle dantian, lower dantian. Keeping the body upright, placing hands on Du Chi, and breathing into Mingmen Inner Palace. Releasing the hands slowly, opening the eyes, coming back to a seated position. Thank you all for this beautiful practice.